Welcome back to our series on The Holy Bible Speaks. As we always mention at the beginning of each of our releases, we are curators, uh, high end librarians, I may say, and we'll just have the honor to be able to release a most wonderful set of collections from the archives. And the oldest that we have so far that we found is the Holy Bible. So we are still attempting to read that, and you can feel free to read along with us. We were in Moses, and we are just finished up chapter 25. And as a summary on that one, there was a famine in the land. And this is about Isaac and Rebekah. So they journeyed to a new land. But as was done with his father, Abram, before he was Abraham, when he went to a new land, it was a little afraid of someone warning his wife, Rebekah, who was very fair and beautiful. So he denied her, just as Abram denied Sarah when he went to the new land. And this also caused conflict with the king of that land, because as he said, this is not your sister, but this is your wife. We could have got up with her, and we could be cursed for the end of time. And so he asked him to leave. And he did. And he was very prosperous with the land. So at some point in time, they came back and they discussed it, and they had a covenant to not have that to be a problem between the two of them. Also, his brother Esau was 40 years old, and he took his wife, Judith. She was of the Hittites. And this right here seems to cause the problem or concern between Isaac and Rebekah. Let's pick up on chapter 27 and see why they seem to have a problem. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, that he could not see, he called Esau, his elder son, and he said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here I am. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the fields, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau, his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it back. And Rebekah spoke unto Jacob, her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau, thy brother, saying, Bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. And now therefore, my son, obey my voice accordingly to that which I command thee. Go down to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I'll make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, and he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a very hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. His mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse. My son, only obey my voice and go, fetch me them. And he went, fetched, and brought them to his mother, and his mother made a savory meat such as his father loved. Rebekah took goodly remnant of her eldest son, Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob, her youngest son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hands of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, My father, he said, Here I am. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy God brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned himself not, because his hands were hairy, and his brother Esau's hand, so he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it to near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, and that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near here, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of the raiment, and blessed him. And he said, The smell of the son is that the smell of the field which the Lord has blessed. Therefore God gave thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy bereaving, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac and had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he said also, I made a savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of this son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? He said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? What is thy he that's taken venison and brought it to me? I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great, exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and he hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is it not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these two times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessings. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his bereaving I have given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast I but one blessing, my father? Bless me even, me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac's father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of the heavens from above. And by the sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. It shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that shall break its yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my fathers are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her youngest son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau has touching thee dog. Comfort himself purposely, proposing to kill thee. And now therefore, my son, obey my voice, and arise, thee thou up to Laban, my brother, to Haran, and tarry with him a few days, until thy brother's fury turn away, and thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forgets that thee has done to him. And then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these, which are the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me?